Hello everyone. So I wanted to talk again about a dream that I had I took a nap and there was there was this dream, there was this dream. Don't know where it came from, don't know who I was with, but honey, it was the sexiest dream I've ever had, okay? Woo. And I was a man in the dream, not a woman. I was all man, honey. I was all man, let's just say. And wow, was I going to town. So I don't know what the hell is happening, but I'm a big fan. Like it was real fun. It was real fun. So I don't know what's going on, but I felt like telling someone that, like go to God. You know what I mean? I forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It was a good dream. Anyway, I don't know who it was. Oh my God, I'm afraid to ask this. I'm afraid to find out if that was you. It was somebody, well, hello there. Then call me, okay? All right, so anyway. Oh my God, no. 1:11 on the clock as this one came out. Look at that, huh? I was packing heat in that dream. I would just tell you. Wow. All right, so anyway, let's talk about the shadow, huh? Let's talk about some fun things here today on Jenna Joy. I definitely do not want to be afraid of discussing things that are a little more controversial, a little bit more taboo. I guess my higher self likes to play around, likes to have fun, I suppose. There's no ring on my finger, so like whatevs. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do in the astral plane, honey. If you've been watching me, you've been trying to manifest me, like hello. Hello, it's working, all right? Hello from the other side. I have definitely been in your dreams. Look at this Knight of Cups. Is somebody, guys, for real, did somebody seriously try manifesting me? Because look, I get pulled into people's dreams. Sometimes I'm a dream walker, so I can like tune into people's dreams and stuff. It's normally actually not very pleasant. This one was extremely pleasant. But yeah, if you are manifesting me, please know that it's somehow working, okay? I don't know that I want that, though. Let's see, do I want that? Yes. Death. Meh. Okay, maybe I do, but maybe I shouldn't. Death. Okay, so there's like a huge transformation going on in the collective right now. I think a part of ourselves is dying off. Yeah, justice. I just did a video about how I don't believe in karma anymore. I don't believe in karma for myself anymore. I just don't. If you want to watch that one, it's great. It's my opinion. 7 of Cups. This is the astral plane for me as a reader. So there's something about like a transition is happening for us collectively. A lot of things are going to start playing out in your dreams. Things that like were originally hush hush, taboo, something you weren't supposed to enjoy, something you didn't know you wanted until it was right there in front of your face. And you're like, wow, fun. I didn't know I wanted that. Right, you do. So your higher self is leading you to something to like explore. Wow, King of Wands. There I am. Hubba hubba. And whoa, have you ever looked at this card? I mean, I'm just curious. Do you see anything funny in this card? Like I ask my clients this sometimes. I'm like, come on, do you see anything abnormal here? Like, I do. Anyway, so the hubba hubba here is me. And you guys are gonna be expressing soon. Well, basically whatever you want. When you are free indeed. Those who Christ sets free are free indeed, right? If you go back to living a life of structure, rigidity, rules, regulations, you're not truly free in Christ, are you? You're not truly free. You're not a free being. If you live by the rules and confines of this societal structure, you're not really free. Why would you be out there promoting that you're free? Why would you be out there confirming to everybody else that you're free when you feel trapped inside, right? So I feel like this message is about us exploring a lot more about who we are, what we like. Many of us have had these desires, pent up desires, a lot of frustrations, a lot of things that we can't actually have or do or be or want or say or act because, societal norms. And this is the age of Aquarius. It's the age of awakening. We're all awakening to something. What are we awakening to? Our desires, what are put there? Put there by God. Put there by God. Okay? So if God has laid it on your heart for a desire, then it's already a reality somewhere. You wouldn't even have that desire if it wasn't something your higher self either wanted to participate in, wanted to experience temporarily or long term, and if it wasn't possible to manifest. It's totally possible to manifest. If you see it in your mind, it's already a done deal somewhere. You can have it. So, what is this that's changing in the collective? Yeah, I heard how you express yourself. Express yourself in love, okay? It might be like a wow, like I am really actually quite expressive. Ooh, I'm a boss daddy. I didn't really realize that until like about an hour ago. So look at this, the Emperor, the Ace of Cups. Some of you might have this, you know, it's weird. I before I napped, I heard my spirit team say like, you should do a masculine subliminal. You should write your own subliminals to be more in your masculine energy. And I was like, why? They're like, because you got shit to do, bitch. You got to do stuff with your life. We can't just sit here talking about unicorn farts and rainbows all day. We have got to apply ourselves and use the masculine energy that we have, we know and love, and get shit going in our life, okay? The feminine aspect of ourselves can receive a whole bunch of things, right? It's how we receive, it's how we intuit, and it's how we maneuver, right? We go with the flow with the feminine energy, but the masculine drive within you, you have masculinity in you too. You have, hopefully, a pretty nice balance, yeah? Normally. But anyway, so my guides before I napped, they were like, you should do a subliminal. I guess maybe I don't need it. Shit, I guess I don't need it, honey. I don't need it. But I think that the only reason I felt that masculine in the dream is because there was a very, very feminine woman that I was with. Now, this is not the first time. Oh my God. This isn't the first time that has happened to me. I actually had a past life recollection once about me being a man in a past life. So, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that I was married to a woman. So, I mean, I think this is why I'm more masculine than feminine in my life. But we have the Nine of Cups with the Lovers. I'm going to let you just take that for what it is. The Nine of Cups. Pleasure. And the Lovers. So, you guys might be doing things in your dreams soon that you wake up and you're like, oh God, what did I do? Don't feel shame. Don't feel guilt. Don't feel anything like that. Same with the video I just posted. I was like, if I want to eat a cheeseburger, I'm going to eat a damn cheeseburger. I'm not going to feel guilt. Nah. I'm going to do what I want to do. That's true freedom. I want to do what I want to do. I am God of my reality. I want to do what I want to do, right? Nothing wrong with it. There's a term for, hedonist? Forgive my ignorance, but a hedonist, I think, is where you just like have pleasure all the time and you just choose self-pleasure all the time. I think, is that what it is, guys? Because I think I'm that now, because I just want pleasure all the time. Because when you go through your entire life having so much structure, so many rules, so many regulations, and you get free, it's like all you want to do, your soul just wants to feel fucking liberated, right? So tell me about this, Spirit. What's happening here for the collective? I'm hearing some of you are going to start expressing things you didn't even know you wanted. You're going to start getting desires you didn't even know you wanted. I'm hearing the key here is to stop feeling shame and guilt about it. You can choose to not go down that rabbit hole. You can choose to not want that thing. But don't run from it because you're afraid of it. Don't feel shame and guilt as to why you're not choosing it. Choose it because it's just not what you want, right? Shame and guilt, it's all up here in our own head. We are the ones that are creating karma for ourselves. If the second you wake up from this naughty dream, you're like, ew, I shouldn't have done that. I feel so bad. But like your ass has been in religion for the last 50 years. Is it any wonder that your soul is trying to escape a prison system that it created for itself in a way? You know, you're trying to escape the matrix. It's like you need to be okay with being a bit of a hedonist, I suppose. Eight of Cups. Yeah, because a lot of you, the great exodus is here, and I'm hearing like you're walking away from a lot of limitations. Some of you, sexual preferences are changing. or you're noticing they've already maybe been changed, you just weren't acting on them. Or a lot of you as well, with the Lovers here, it could be that you're wanting to file for divorce. Like suddenly you wake up from a dream one day and you're just like, wow, I can't do this anymore. Some of you might want to be changing jobs or doing something that's more taboo. Maybe you want to work in divination like I do, or maybe you're a sex worker. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe you do something like that. It's more taboo. Okay, cool. Get your shmoney, honey, whatever's legal in your area. Go have at it, right? Great, great times. Page of Wands, yeah? What's this? The Hangman. This is the same guy. This is the same guy. You guys, it's like you're really wanting to get out of the box. You want to just explore. It's like you want to explore. You have this idea, this aha moment, this. Some of you, maybe it's divination, you know, like you want to study the occult, or you want to look into the paranormal, you want to like do something fun like that, right? Or some of you, you're like on a really strict diet and you're like, I want to try carbs again. Yum. I mean, God put them here for a reason. I don't know, whatever, guys. Somebody might not like that I eat carbs. I don't care. I gotta have this plus size figure somehow, babe, and it's because I include carbs into my diet. Okay? Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are gonna get something handed to you by the universe soon, and it's gonna be like, yeah, I'm hearing the white flower or the red flower. Like something about like there's two. There's like, it's like forbidden fruit, but then not. It's like forbidden fruit that you're supposed to be wanting to taste, touch, feel, sense, have, grasp, hold on to, or not to. It's something like you're given this opportunity by the divine, but some of you might be immediately shocked at how quickly you think it's not the divine giving it to you, it's the devil. Societal programming, honey. That's what the fuck it is. It's societal programming. Six of Pentacles. The devil. I fucking knew it. I knew this card was coming out. I think it's gonna be so quick in your head how fast you go from like, oh, that was fun, to guilt immediately. Like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I think the one that gave me that desire is really the devil. No. No. The whole reason we have repressed desires is because of the devil. Repressed desires. That's what causes families to disintegrate. That's what, you know, and especially, I don't know if you guys keep up with like the Ruby Frank situation, but anyway, on YouTube, there's a YouTuber who was very abusive to her kids, and she's going, I hope prison, really, honestly. And it's like, there was, in that very religious family, there was never any talk about taboo subjects for those kids. Like, they never got to learn worldly things, so they never got to explore anything. And it's always repressed, and that part of us it's a dangerous thing when you repress your shadow. It is a dangerous thing to come out of a dream and instantly feel guilt, like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I feel so nasty. I feel so dirty. I need a shower. Like, one, it's a dream. Okay, it's just your subconscious mind trying to have fucking fun, like, for a change. Okay, you're trying to have fun. It's a 3-letter word. We should try it out sometime, guys. But the devil, I knew this was coming out, because as soon as the Ace of Pentacles did, I was like, wait, who gave you this desire, though? The devil? Who can give you a desire? I feel like it's put there by your higher self. And I think your higher self is God. So in my opinion, it's God that gives you this desire. But some of you are going to instantly want to choose shame and guilt and whatever. And I'm hearing, please don't go that route. Don't go that route. Another example Spirit just showed me is like money. For a lot of religious people, me and my grandparents ran the church, and we were impoverished. We were the number one donator to the church. We always donated the most in our family because we were like basically running the church, and so we were always impoverished. But so like when I got older, I was like, but I want $1 million though, and like a yacht, and maybe like a private jet one day, and like a horse farm, and like really expensive shit. And then I had to feel super guilty for wanting that. But here's what I realized about money. It's like, even if you won the lottery, and this is a big if you won the lottery and you had $8 billion in your bank account, you could give every single person on the planet $1. One. What is everybody going to do with $1? And that's if you have 8 billion. Okay? $1 for everybody. Everybody's got bills, honey, and $1 ain't going to cut it. And that would leave you penniless and completely broke. So it's, I hate to say it, but I don't hate to say it. It is a time to be selfish. It is a time to be a hedonist. It's a time to get your needs met for the first time in your entire life, empath. And I know that y'all have been holding back some things that you want to do, okay? Have these lower thoughts, these lower desires. Oh, I want to be a billionaire. I want to have money though. I want to go to Fiji. I want to own a fucking private jet. Yeah? Why not? You are God of your reality. You're allowed to have that, right? Right? Contrary to popular belief, guys, you're actually allowed to have it and still be godly at the same time. That was one thing in religion you couldn't do. You couldn't have that. You can't have money and be Christ-like at the same time. Why? The dude rode a donkey. Those weren't cheap back in the day. Can't imagine that was cheap. I'm just saying, I think that we all look at it like we're not allowed to have anything fun and still be like upright and righteous and godly and like, but who says that though? Like in divine unions with twin flames, like in a divine pair, like y'all do some nasty shit, okay? Y'all do some nasty things. Don't think I don't see that as a psychic when I read for you guys in my live streams. Don't think I don't see it. What you do behind closed doors. Look at this 10 of Pentacles. Don't think I don't see it. And don't think the God of the universe, whoever runs this shit, doesn't see that you want a ton of money. 10 of Pentacles. What you want behind closed doors is about to come out. What you want, it's about to be known, and you're about to see it. And if you have any shame or guilt and ick factor, then you've got a problem. Okay? Because you want what you want, and you want who you want. So if a lot of you are trying to manifest somebody and you're like, yeah, but I shouldn't want him because he's like this though, or he's a smoker, or he's like got tattoos, and like I don't like tattoos, or I don't do that. It's like, I don't know, there's something about like taboo. You're about to want what you want. Real sexy like. You're about to want what you want, honey. The heart wants what it wants, and you're about to find out. You're about to find out real soon that when your heart wants something, everything wants that thing, okay? King of Swords. And I think you're going to fight for it very soon. I think you're going to be like, you know what I want, and that's it. And I really am getting, if this is a divine partner, if this is a partner that like your family doesn't want you with, religion doesn't want you with, you're going to be like, ask if I give a fuck, though. Ask if I care. Like, for me, I'm a witch. Like, if anybody has a problem with that, okay, bye. Like, that's cool. I don't take judgment. I love myself as a witch. Any man I'm with would love that I'm a witch. They would think that's like the sexiest thing about me. But they're going to have to be in this energy here of like, I want what I want, and I don't care if people don't like it. And that is what's happening for the collective very soon. Everybody's changing into this boss daddy overnight. Everybody's like, I want what I want, and that's it. So you're going to see people that are like really going after things they want, even when other people are like, oh, you probably shouldn't want that. That sounds too luxurious. I don't know. It sounds like you're overindulging. It sounds like you want this and want, yeah. Your soul wants to be free, and it wants to do something that's going to free it. And so who am I to judge? Look at this, the Fool. Who am I to judge? You're going to take a risk, and you're going to do what you want to do. All right? Fools make mistakes sometimes. Life is meant to be lived. And I think that the reason that religion is crumbling, may it rest in hell where it belongs. The reason religion is crumbling and people are leaving in droves is because of the fucking rules and regulations that nobody wants to abide by. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Boy, bye. Bye, Bishop. Bye, Pope. Bye. Bye. Let us take our money elsewhere, like to Starbucks or something. Get a scone. The Temperance. Or how about we take it to Earth Angels who are actually out here doing holy work? Thank you, Jesus. Anyway, so I don't mean to yell, but I guess I kind of do. That's a desire I have. A desire I have recently that I actually discussed with somebody was that I'm an Aries, Sun and Venus. I like to argue sometimes. I feel like you can't actually get 2 steps ahead until sometimes you feel 2 or 3 steps behind. Like, especially in relationships, I feel like if you have two very powerful people with powerful personalities, you're gonna argue sometimes, you're gonna have disagreements. And that's one thing I had to acknowledge deep down in my soul. Like, I'm not gonna change that about myself. I can't promise some guy I'm with that I'll never argue with them. I can't, So I think that that's a desire that I have to acknowledge is there for a reason. Because what I really truly do believe, 9 of Cups, is that my wish fulfillment is important in my life. And so if somebody can't fit that mold, I think that's what you guys are all about to see very soon, is that you want what you want and you're not going to settle, right? Like, I have too much fire in my chart to... No. The whole, like, peace all the time thing. I can't. Look at this Ace of Swords. Bitch, I can't do that. I can't do that. I literally cannot. And when I woke up from the dream just now with a nap, I heard Christ came not to bring peace, but bring a sword. Which means division. Which means truth. Which means clarity. Which means, well... I don't know. Like, that's a shakeup. That's a shakeup, right? The Hierophant. Look, this is a shakeup to traditionality. You're cutting through the bullshit. You're cutting through rules, regulation, red tape. Oh, to go to God, you got to do this. To go to God, you got to do that. You can't have those dark thoughts, and you can't have this, and you can't. No. You can fuck yourself, because you should not be teaching God's people how to reach God and Nirvana if you've not reached God. Okay? Out here teaching people with divination and your limited mindset. I don't think so. Sit your ass down. You're not about to teach God's people that they should feel guilt and restriction and burdens. Because what? Because their higher self wants them to explore something, eat a cheeseburger, manifest money, go to the fucking lottery. These people have been slaves to a system for a really long time, and all of a sudden they want to free their mind and create millions of dollars out of thin air like that. And you're telling them they can't do it. Religion, bishop, pope. This is the Pope, by the way, the Hierophant. You're telling... Oh, wait a minute. You're not going to tell God's people. People with imaginations. People that love. Good-hearted people. My people. Really, brothers and sisters in Christ. You're not about to tell them that now that they are gods, and they know they're God, that they can't just use their mind, their good old noggin, and manifest winning lottery numbers. Because playing the lottery is the devil. Or exploring sex before marriage is the devil. Or this is the devil. That's blasphemy. This is it. Now, take those rules and shove it right on up there. Okay, take it right on up there and stop leading these people astray. Okay? Because I channeled this message yesterday in live stream. I said, in the Bible it says, woe to you spiritual leaders. You fail to go within the kingdom of God. You fail to get into the kingdom of God. So you make others fail to go into. Meaning, these leaders, these religious leaders won't let you sit your ass down and know God within. They refuse. I remember when I first started meditating, I was still getting over a lot of religious trauma. And I told my mom, my grandma's a pastor, my mom is like her best friend, right? And I told my mom, a witch at work started working with me on third shift, and she was telling me about this thing called meditation. And I'll never forget it. My mom freaked the fuck out, bro. She was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is the doorway to devils. I don't know where she got her southern accent from all of a sudden, but that is the doorway to devils. Absolutely not, Jenna. Look at this justice. She was like laying down the law. She's like, nah, absolutely not. So, naturally, as the Aries I am, who never listens to anyone, I did it. She's like, don't you dare, don't you dare. I'm going to call your grandmother. So she calls my grandma, who's the pastor, right? And about an hour later, she calls me back. Jenna Lynn, I better not find out. I better not find out. That is a doorway to devils. Oh, man. Hold on. I got a freaking alert on my phone. Distraction. Sorry. So, yeah, anyway, she was like, no, don't do that. Your grandma's going to be pissed. And I'm like, okay. Do you know who's really pissed? Me. I'm on big pharmaceuticals. I'm on antidepressants, anti-anxiety, anti-psychotics. And then I'm on a sleeping pill to be able to combat all of those fucking side effects from all those pills. Plus I'm an alcoholic, food addict, and a sex addict. and I'm already in hell. Doorway to devils, huh? People in the East, they get it. I don't know. They think they're pretty peaceful and content and shit. Why can't I, a chick that lives in Michigan, just meditate, Mom? So I remember she called my grandma and then immediately called me back and said, you're going to be possessed. That's how possession takes place. And I was like, okay, whatever. So 2 or 3 times into meditating, because I did what I want to do, because it's always how it is. I'm just like that. I don't give a fuck. 2 or 3 times into meditating, I only did it twice. I had an out-of-body experience where I met a being of light. I met God. I had an out-of-body experience, spontaneous. It was not while high. I was not on anything other than my prescriptions. I wasn't on anything. I was sober, 100% sober. And I had an experience and an encounter with a divine being, and it changed my life. That was 11 years ago. It changed my life. And that's where my awakening started. But I remember I had to do something others were saying was taboo for my own personal journey. Like, I had to do it for my own soul's growth. I had to do it. What everybody else said to do, I had to say the opposite. I had to do the opposite. So I'm really getting that a lot of you right now are going to be breaking some rules in your family, in religion, and a whole bunch of things. And maybe even at work. Some of you, okay, look, this is, okay. You're going to, sometimes when you newly discover that ye are gods and like your mind is really, like you start dabbling with it, you start testing it a little bit. You're going to want to start doing things that are a little risky because like you kind of don't care if that thing leaves your life. Like for instance, if you're at work and you're not allowed to text at work, but like you suddenly catch yourself texting more and more because you're in love or because you just met a new friend or you just want to do it. It's almost like that urge is what this reading is about. That urge, that itch that needs to be scratched. Stop avoiding it. Stop convincing yourself that you're not allowed to do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's your reality. You're God. You are God. How do we not get this? You can manifest a new fucking job. Or, you know what you could do? You can manifest that your boss loves you and gives you special texting privileges. Try that on for size, Mom. But really though, you could do something like that. But you're gonna need to own your shit. Like you need to own that you are God, okay? That you're gods and you're creators of your own reality. If you don't want to, totally cool. Go listen to a whole bunch of like people who want to blow smoke up your ass and keep you in a box. I don't care. Bye. I don't don't lead sheeple, okay? I love to have a very open mind, a lot of expression, and a lot of opinions that are controversial. And I like that other people resonate with me at that level. If you want to stay in a box, in a cocoon, in a very safe, secure place, have at it, honey. But that's not me. That's never been me. And even before I was on my awakening journey, even before I knew that I was God, I didn't even know I was God's self for years after that event. But even still, I was already choosing love. I was already choosing, I was a rebel without a cause, even then. Now I'm a rebel with a cause, which feels really good. But yeah, I was already opposing the system then. Been opposing the system for a really long time. Even when I was forced to take all of my medications and shit. I mean, I'm not on any pharmaceuticals anymore. I don't. Not that I would say you guys shouldn't. Like, if you have a medical basis, like, take your pills, like, take your medication. But yeah, I don't. And even then, I opposed it. I didn't really want to be on them, but I knew that I had to be. I was working, and I needed to be, like, you know, I needed to be healthy at the time, so I needed that. And so I would never condone getting off of your prescriptions, ever. Unless that's something you feel you want to do. And again, talk to your doctor. Don't just come off that shit cold turkey. All right, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, man. But you guys are going to need to do something very soon, and it's going to be shocking to you how often you want to do it, how readily you are going to choose that ahead of everything else. And it could be love, it could be a partner that comes into your life, and you're like choosing that person over other things, and other people are pissed about it. Could be that. Could also be like that thing at work, you know, like you're doing something at work you're not supposed to, and you find yourself wanting to do it more and more because maybe deep down you want to get fired. Let's talk about it. Hangman. Sometimes I feel like I heard you want to get canned. So you might want to get fired. You can't make it up. At work, you want to get fired. 8 of Pentacles. So some of you, hey, if the work boot fits, wear it. Some of you might want to get fired. You're like, I feel trapped here anyway. I just want to do something. Guys, do you know how fun it is to feel free? Do you know how fun it is to be free and work for yourself and do whatever the fuck you want to do? Do it. Do it. A lot of people get mad at me because they're like, oh, that must be easy for you to say, Jenna, because you could just go be free. Yeah, it fucking wasn't easy for me. It took me 11 years through this spiritual awakening to get to the point I'm at right now where I finally feel liberated. And even still, I still have my issues 23 other hours of the day. I might feel free as a bird right now while I'm recording, but 23 other hours of the day, I've got bills, rent, taxes, human shit to deal with too. So it's not always easy, but I want to choose freedom. And I feel like whoever I'm reading for right now, like you're going to really want to choose freedom soon. I'm hearing you'll risk everything for it. You're going to have to risk everything for it very soon, collective. 2 of Swords. If you guys are on the fence right now, I get it. But when you're faced with that decision, you will do the right thing. That's what I need to tell you. Like, it was just so second nature for me to tell my mom. Like, my mom and my grandma were both telling me, like, don't do it. We're going to be very disappointed in you. But I still had to tell them both, like, I'm sorry, but I'm a grown-ass motherfucking adult. I was like 22 years old or some shit. I was like, I'm an adult. I'm I'm already suffering. I'm at a job I hate. I'm on pills that I don't even know the name to, or the milligrams or anything. I'm in hell already. And I'm a grown-ass woman. I will do what I want. I will do what I please. And it was the best decision I've ever made in my life, and the worst decision I ever made in my life, because it started my awakening, and I hated every minute of it. But I needed to do it, right? So this 2 of Swords looks like you guys on the fence until that moment arrives. The second that you're like confronted with evil or good, and you flop that piece of paper on your I almost said your devil's desk, on your boss's desk. Your boss's desk, and you're like, yeah, here's my 2 weeks notice. You're going to be on the fence until that moment. That urge, take it. I literally almost said devil's desk. You know, your boss's boss's desk. I remember one time, it's a long story, but the guy I was working for, it was a very prestigious company, and I was about to get a raise and be the first woman supervisor in that department ever. I was so fucking excited for it. And then this guy had to put his foot in his mouth and make an ass of himself. And then I couldn't work there anymore because I'm like, dude, I have morals. I can't do this. So I same day, it was like the same minute, he said something to a lot of people, and we were all really disgusted, and it was not good. And I went in his office and just, boom, put my 2 weeks notice right then. That's kind of what I'm getting here for you guys. You're on the fence until you won't be. You're going to have some sort of urge to do this. The King of Cups, it's going to be overwhelming. An overwhelming emotion that's like, whoa, I have to do it. Go with it, bro, because your higher self is trying to get you out of Dodge. Look at the 6 of Swords. You guys, it's a mass exodus. It's a mass exodus happening all across the planet. People are leaving jobs that suck. People are leaving relationships that suck. You're meeting new people that you love, and you're going to maybe try to travel to meet them, stuff like that. Go along with the plan. Go along with the plan. Free your soul, okay? You guys are leaving. You're getting to calmer waters, but it's like you have to act on this impulse, okay? This overwhelming urge that you're going to have to tell somebody no, or to do something that otherwise you wouldn't do. When it's there, do it. When an opportunity presents itself, go for it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.